Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for joining us live this morning, and thank you for joining us on the JQ Edge. Have you ever heard of the inner game or the game within the game? So I thought for Friday we'd start off with something fun and light, and many of you can relate to. I know when I was growing up, I got a fantastic book because when I was not playing like a pro, it was high school. My friend's house had tennis courts in their home development, and I became famous in 3 days because I could hit the tennis ball farther than anyone. Now, the goal in tennis, if you know that game, is to keep it on the court. Not only did I hit it out of the court, I hit it out of the home complex. So my brother got me the inner game of tennis. And my family, like Cheryl, our founder of JOYELY and CEO, loves to play golf. So I'd like to honor that with the first story she taught me about golf. And I have read The Inner Game of Golf, but of course, Cheryl has created Joy Intelligence. So that's the game within the game. And we're working on the inside out, right? So let me share with you a really great fun story. We're going to call it the game within the game. So, not quite the inner game, but the game within the game that goes on in the game and in your head. So, sports psychology shows that pre-performance mental rehearsal, vividly imagining the desired outcome, vividly visualizing the desired outcome. And you know that you've heard this from many, 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 many sports athletes. They visualize success before they take the shot in the game. And when they practice, they're visualizing all the time. So vividly imagining the desired outcome. Now, the power of this is you can visualize the desired outcome of a sale, of a team meeting, of talking to a colleague. So it works with everything. But just that vivid visualization activates the same neural pathways as physical practice. So elite athletes have used this for decades and decades. And guess what? The chair of joy, which we all remember, of course, if you're joining us new this morning, the chair of joy is sit, breathe, think, feel. This is available to anyone, everywhere, anytime. You don't have to be an elite athlete. That's what's really, really cool about this process. So, the story, Cheryl got to go to Maui and get to see the beach, of course, and whales and play golf. Now, when you go to Maui to play golf, you're either with friends or other business consultants or other people who are as good as you or better than you, and that can happen anywhere. So, walking up to the ball, whales spouting off air in the background in the ocean, breath, nerves, let it all go. Let it all go. See the ball in your mind going in. You feel it when you visualize it. And so Cheryl was telling me this story, and she's talking about she can see the whales, she can hear the ocean, of course, and then picturing getting the ball in the cup. Swing, perfect hit. Whoosh, lands right on the green. Nobody knew what Cheryl was doing when they saw her close her eyes, take a breath. They didn't know what she was thinking, and they certainly didn't know what she was feeling, but she hit it perfectly right on the green. And this is the secret for you. It doesn't have to be golf. It doesn't have to be tennis. It's visualizing. So for me, it's speaking. For me, it's training. For me, it's doing a coaching call. For you, whatever it is, it could be talking to your teenager about homework. It could be talking to your spouse about something important. Sit, breathe, think, feel. It's the game within the game. Nobody knows you're doing it when you're doing it. And most of the time, not only do you get a better hit, you get a better result, you get a better communication, you get a better relationship, you get better profits, you get better everything when you practice. So I want to emphasize it's really important. Practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. You can go back, I'll say 2 weeks when I was doing the JQ Edge and I misspoke. The chair of joy is sit, breathe, think, feel, not sit, think, breathe, feel. Sit, breathe, think, feel. Perfect practice makes perfect, and you can visualize that in your mind. So I'd love for you today, for your purpose, what's the inner game for you? What is your golf course today? Is it the office? Is it talking with a spouse? Is it something else that's more fun for you? Or is it something at work? Or is it all of those? Everything can be your performance moment. It doesn't have to be golf. What I want you to commit to, what I'd love for you to commit to and comment with us is practice it before you do it. Practice the chair of joy. Visualize your success over and over in each moment today. And it takes a minute or less. So, where is your golf course? For me, my golf course, you've heard me say it many times, is Laguna Beach. When before I walk out on a speaking stage, before I talk to a team, I do my chair of joy. I visualize successful meeting, but I'm in Laguna Beach, California. So that's the conversation where the stakes are real. Now, just to really get into it, the real game, the real nerves, the real stakes for Cheryl was probably having fun on the golf course, but looking good in front of her peers or business partners. And I'm going to give away the secret now. She made not one, but two birdies. That's one on, two under par. So two birdies. She amazed her friends, smiled confidently because nobody knew what the inner game was, what the practice was, but Cheryl. So what's your purpose today? Not to just get through it, but to have the play within the game. That's three things that I want to kind of emphasize here for you is perfect practice. You can do the chair of joy for any moment you need help with this morning or today or even tomorrow. But you can play the game within the game. When you master it in your brain, everything gets easier. You're doing that reset. You're getting different neurons and nerves in your brain to reflow. You're rewiring. And that game within the game becomes fun because it gives you an advantage. So, what's your golf game today? So, let's go through golf. You substitute in whatever you want. So, let's just keep it real with golf for a moment. So, you're walking up to the ball. So, sit in your chair of joy. Breathe. Love the energy that's coming through you when you breathe in and hold it. 6 seconds, breathe out. Think, see the ball, visualize exactly where you want the ball to go. Feel, let that feeling, whatever the feeling is, go through your body. It's powerful. It will start to flow through you. And again, practice. Before your golf game today, visualize what do you want to have happen and keep it moving, keep it going. So grab your chair of joy wherever it is in the world for you right now before you go to work, before you hit the golf course, before you have that moment, and anchor yourself. What can you do today to make it great? Cheryl's story was Maui, the view of the ocean, the whales, making the birdies, seeing where the ball will go. This is your moment. You get to pick. Be there, actually arrive. Notice the energy. Notice the calming of your nerves. And notice the anticipation. The anticipation is now better. It's easier because you're visualizing your success. And guess what? You can practice the chair of joy. It doesn't have to be one moment. You can do 6 chairs of joy. Break it up into 30 seconds if you want to lower the anxiety, lower the tension, and build excitement, a love of the anticipation. Picture it. It matters. And then let it go. Let the breath go. Think, see it going exactly where you want. This is not hope. Visualizing is actually making it happen. Get the ball near the hole, in the hole. That's your conversation opener. You've made the decision. Feel the shift. Feel that shift. Your feet on the ground, the smile on your face, and nobody needs to know why. And what's the proof? The proof is walking away and celebrating from the perfect shot, from the perfect meeting, from the perfect communication, from the perfect interaction. The key is this: you know what you're doing. You're setting yourself up for whatever success is going to look like for you today. And here's what Cheryl walked away with: 2 birdies. She doesn't normally get 2 birdies, but more than that, she walked away from the game knowing she played a step above, knowing she went beyond the score, the game within the game, knowing she could do it. So, what do you know you can do today? What do you know you can do today? Knowing, I know you know practice works. Joy intelligence is not theoretical, it's real. It's in the moment, under real pressure, and you can do that too. What would it mean today for you to walk away from your golf course or whatever the inner game is today? Not perfect, but better. Not flawless, but knowing you brought joy intelligence, the JQ edge, to whatever you want to be better at today. That's what we're after. Better, a step up each moment. And knowing that you came to that moment with energy, passion, desire. And did you walk away knowing you have the JQ edge? So, this story, Cheryl's golf story, to me, what I came away from it is I can know, I can visualize things instantly in my moment, in every key moment that I need. That's what the JQ edge is. So play your game. Let us know your thoughts and comments, and we'll see you on Monday. And remember, this is the JQ edge. We train it by living it. Let's get the edge together every day. We will see you on Monday. Have a fabulous weekend. Thanks for joining us on the JQ.